and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. Per usual, I'm excited to get into today's video because today we're doing our weekly love pick a card to see what's going on in romance this week. So per usual, pause the video if you need more time. Yes, you can always pick more than one pile, and my Etsy shop is linked in the description of every video if you need a private tarot reading. But we have group 1 with the yellow stone, group 2 with the green stone, group 3 with the clear stone, and group 4 with the red stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, center yourself, center your intuition, and then pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the yellow stone, let's get right into it. What is going on in love for you guys this week? So the first couple of cards we have on your stone are interesting. First of all, we have turn on your heart light, and then we have pump your brakes. So these are kind of like 2 different contrasting messages, so we'll definitely have to see what's going on here. At the bottom of turn on your heart light, it says reflect on a time when you experienced love. So I feel like your immediate reaction is to tell someone to stop, to tell someone to slow down, but Spirit is kind of telling you like keep proceeding, push forward, this is what you've been looking for, this is what you've been wanting type of thing. So Spirit is kind of telling you to lean into this feeling, whereas naturally you're kind of like, hold on, slow down, you know, like it kind of just feels like this energy of someone coming in hot and you're like, listen, I understand you're excited, but I'm my own person, so don't kind of like whoosh into my life like that. And we got commitment that just came up. So you guys, tapping into this energy, it's looking like someone is kind of pressing you for a commitment this week, to get you to commit to them, to get you to admit that you like them, to get you to invest more of your energy into the situation with them. And you guys are like, slow down, I want to take this at my pace. Ooh, you guys, interesting. Okay, there's a lot going on. So we have apples to oranges, and then we have wham bam thank you ma'am. So that immediately lets me know that you don't want to be wham bam thank you ma'am. You're not interested in a one-night stand. Someone is coming through super quick, and it's like you're saying you want a commitment, or I can tell you want a commitment, but your actions say differently. Your actions say that you're just trying to get me riled up as quickly as possible to get into bed with me, or to experience me and then get everything that you can out of me, and then apples to oranges, move on to the next person, see what they're all about. So tapping into this energy, I feel like you guys are in a space of, if someone really wants to get to know me, they're gonna have to take things slow. They're not gonna be able to rush me into a commitment, rush me into a relationship, because I feel like you guys are like, I know where that gets me, or I know where that has gotten me before and it hasn't gotten me very far, or you're just not interested in that. So I feel like you guys are trying to maintain control of the situation. Now we have rescue and high maintenance. So I feel like you guys are in a high maintenance position, which is totally fine, if not beneficial. Like I feel like that's a good thing, because it's keeping you from, you know, getting into a situation that you obviously don't want to be in. So high maintenance, I'm good with that. I'm on your side. We got rescue though. So this lets me know that this may be someone you guys have already dealt with before, because that rescue energy is kind of like them. It's like you're the place they always go when they want validation. You'll know obviously how things play out, like if it's someone completely new in your life, this could be something that they typically do, but tapping into this energy, I feel like you guys are really being strategic these days. So this could be someone you know, it could be someone you don't know, someone new, but you'll see. You know, honestly, I feel like Spirit is telling you, keep it up. You're doing the right thing. We have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize is what it says at the bottom of this card. So even though you show discipline, that doesn't mean that it's easy for you. And then we have receive with love and appreciation and the union of hearts. So I feel like Spirit is kind of trying to push you from both directions to this place of balance. Like on one end, Spirit is saying, you know, yes, definitely hold your boundaries. And then on the other end, Spirit is telling you, but allow yourself to receive and allow yourself to experience this. So it's kind of like a tightrope you guys are walking nonetheless. Then we have the union of hearts, and we have receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So allow someone to treat you. Once you kind of set those boundaries, then allow yourself to receive and see what they have to offer. And then the union of hearts, a love connection defies explanation. So I feel like you guys are like doing your job, just telling them, pump your brakes, slow down, don't try to rush into anything with me. But beyond that, Spirit is saying, okay, and then release control, you know, so finding that balance. Because I feel like if you start this connection and this person is receptive to you saying, okay, slow down, then you may feel like you have to take the lead and how it has to go beyond that. Once they listen to your word and they see, oh, okay, you want to take things at a certain pace, let me draw myself back and, you know, see what I can give into the situation, then Spirit is saying, be open to receive. You know, don't get stuck in that place initially that you were in of pump your brakes, then start to feel like, oh, I have to control everything if I want it to go my way. Spirit is saying, allow yourself to receive, allow them to help build this foundation too. This could really be the start of something new. Let's see what else we get. Let's see what we got from the tarot. What's going on for group one? Four Pentacles and then the Six of Swords. And it's very much so an energy of on guard. It's giving me this energy of fencing. You know, fencing how you know, the other person proceeds, then you pull back, then you proceed, and they pull back, that kind of thing. Six of Swords is really like an energy of not surrendering. That's an energy of holding your ground. And then Four of Pentacles is an energy of holding close to you, like what matters to you, and allowing yourself to receive and protecting what you have. So there's a very interesting energy here. There's this really delicate dance that you're doing with another person this week, group one. And Spirit is telling you to observe and try to almost go about this in a way where you're not processing exactly what's happening. Because we have the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Four of Swords. So Spirit is telling you, know when to create, know when to observe, know when to process, you know, like, I feel like you guys have done so much work over the last year, and it, not to sound dramatic, but like for this moment or moments like this, to where this is an opportunity to start a new relationship with someone, and this is just about going about it the right way. So I feel like everything you've been working on has kind of led you, like I said, to this moment or to a moment like this. And you know, Spirit is kind of telling you, you know intuitively what to do, but just remain mindful. Remain mindful is the best way to word it, because I don't want to give you, like, I don't want to say, don't get excited. I don't want to say anything like that, because that's not necessary. Like, this is something you can get excited about, but I feel like Spirit is just telling you to go at a reasonable pace. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords. Okay, I'm hearing that someone doesn't have, I'm tapping into the energy of a feminine, and it's like you don't have a dad that's super masculine in the way that it's important to them to talk to people who want to date you. Like, some people have like a dad, uncles, cousins, you know, that are very protective over them, but some people don't. And I'm tapping into an energy of a feminine who doesn't have that team. So Spirit is saying you are your first line of defense. So when people want to date you, instead of having them go through other males or masculines that can ask them the important conversations that are men, just to be clear, so that they can tap into that person's energy and see what they're about, because they're also a man. Because you don't have that, you have to do that yourself, but you have to do it a different kind of way, because you're still not a masculine, or that's not how you identify. So I'm tapping into a feminine who is her first line of defense, and that's why Spirit is saying take your time and slow down. Try not to get, you know, too persuaded by what you feel, but taking the time to slowly process. Like, I feel like you know how you feel. If you try to sit down and think about, okay, what's my opinion on this, or how do I feel about this, it's hard to come to a conclusion. For you, the way you process, like how you feel, comes up a couple days later. So if that resonates, that resonates. That's a very specific energy, but Like I said, we do have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reverse, so it's like, young man, slow down. You know, that's me channeling my mom's energy, because she loves the young man. Like, that lady is so funny. She'd be like, young man, like to people who want to date me. But anyways, yeah, this is like, you know, Queen of Swords, you being really strong, really firm in your power, because you don't have that elaborate system of other people who can kind of check this person out. So just take your time. We have omens, which I love that this came in, because that means Spirit is going to give you a sign. So that'll make it a lot easier for you. Once you get a sign about like how to handle this situation, what it is, that type of thing. And then we have honoring your energy. So everything is just perfectly aligned here. I feel like Spirit is speaking very clearly through your pile, group one. There's an energy, someone's trying to get closer to you, and you're being called to be strong, hold your boundaries, hold up what it is that you want, allow the sign to come in a couple days later, and honestly, it'll show you exactly who someone is. If they are like, okay, I'm just gonna move on to the next thing, apples to oranges, that reveals you're exactly who I thought you were in the first place. So it is a good thing. Do not be afraid, especially of people you don't even know. Remember that. You don't know this person, so you don't know if they're even valuable. You don't know if there's any reason for you to cry about this person, or to be upset that they don't want to talk to you anymore. So, you know, that detachment, not adding value to people so that you can think, you know, clearly. But like I said, if someone is frustrated with your process, that shows you everything you need to know. They're not patient enough for you. So, you know, you got to stay on the lookout. But there is a prospect coming in this week, group one, so look out for that. And that's what I have for you. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading, but that was your reading. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group two with the Greenstone. Let's get right into it. Let's see what's going on and love for you guys this week. So we have Get to Know Each Other and Squeaky Clean. That came out for you guys. So it looks like there may be someone you're getting closer to, and Spirit is saying, you know, do this the right way. I feel like if you've already been talking to someone, this is going to be the turning point where you really start to feel those butterflies. And I don't mean, well, not butterflies, because well, anyways, butterflies are just kind of more like what happens, like that kind of like initial jolt. But this feels like those real I like you feelings are starting to stir in your body. Otherwise, you know, if you're completely single as a Pringle, no one's in the picture, this is an energy of you meeting someone and really liking them, like the first time you've liked someone in a while. Learn to meet each other's need for love is what it says at the bottom of the card, which also brings up another very important point of loving people the way that they need to be loved. So if someone is more of a quality time type of person, you know, trying not to be offended if they don't text you back and they don't immediately do everything to fill your cup, trying to kind of meet them in the middle. And then maybe once you do see them in person again and it's good vibes, a lot of us have that, you know, a lot of us process like, oh, this person doesn't really like me, because when you meet, it's good vibes, but when you're not together, it's like silence. They're not texting you, and you're making up your mind, oh, this person doesn't like me, when really it's just like, they don't communicate through text like that. They're just not a big texter, you know? So, but anyways, learn to meet each other's need for love. I feel like you're going to get closer to this person. So it could be through a little argument. It could be, you know, something like that. But it's ultimately bringing you closer. So we'll see what happens. Which, strangely enough, I actually felt this energy, but we'll see. So we have prayer, meditate on it, and blast from the past that came up. And I felt this energy. I'm like, for some of you, Piper, get out of the flowers. You stop that. See, my cat knows because I'm recording that she can do the things that she shouldn't do. But anyways, blast from the past and prayer, meditate on it is kind of like an energy of someone coming through from the past and they're revealing what upset them, and you guys are having a breakthrough. And Spirit is telling you, pray or meditate on what you want to do, because, you know, that kind of makes me feel like they may be offering you, we got the You Look Good card that came out, so they may be trying to get them some buns. Let's be real about it. They may be trying to get closer to you or start over, but Spirit is telling you to pray and meditate, take some time to process and decide like if that's what you want. We have the abundance of love card that did come out, so I feel like it's going to be a pretty good week for you guys in love. I see you regardless of your specific circumstance. Ultimately, I see an energy of you getting closer to someone. And again, it may be through an argument. We have abundance of love. Let's take a break in high maintenance. You guys, this is not a bad thing. This is just a natural energy of, okay, we have a learning moment. It's intense. It's awkward. You know what I mean? After you have an argument with someone, unless you're a couple and you're used to doing this a lot, like you're used to having arguments, like when you live, anyways. You guys get what I'm saying. It's just different vibes. It's not a red flag. Like when you live together, when you've been in a couple with someone for a long time, you're used to like, okay, by the end of the day, we're cool, or maybe by the next morning, we're cool. But with this person, because I don't feel like you guys are in a relationship with them, there's a break period because of high maintenance, the intensity of, you know, the realization, whatever. And, you know, it can be easy to let like your shadow side tell you this is what this means, you know, when really it's just like Spirit is saying, don't attach meaning to this. Allow it to happen and process this, you know? Unless they tell you straight up, I don't want to talk to you again, you know, don't assume that that's the case. And let people, like, you know, we all say things when we're upset. Let people process whatever way. I know I've said some things, you know, during an argument that I didn't mean, or things that I wouldn't want to say. So just try to be open. We have embrace your emotions and relationship patterns. Relationship pattern says it takes strength to recognize the need for change. And then embrace your emotions says allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. So perhaps, you know, you've been upset with someone because you've been processing everything on your own, and it's time for you to activate that throat chakra, be strong, and allow the emotions to come out. Allow yourself to feel and to process and to, like, a lot of times, and that's why we don't get anywhere, you know. A lot of times we immediately don't want to accept that something is uncomfortable or bad in our situation, so we just focus on things that are good, and then in turn we never process that baggage or that truth that can cause us to grow and actually get closer, you know, because we don't want to lose it. If we process it for whatever reason, it makes it seem like, oh, then I have to admit that this is my reality, you know. We have the Nine of Swords and the Lovers, you guys. You're being confronted with your biggest fear this week, and I feel like your biggest fear is accepting that you may lose something by processing it. And this is a week where you would most benefit by processing what's happening. And if you fall back into that old patterning, you won't actually grow closer to your partner. You won't actually get anywhere. The pattern won't be alchemized and transformed. You'll stay exactly here, and you can lose out on yet another one. So that's gotta kind of outweigh the uncomfortability. Nine of Swords and Lovers in reverse. I'm tapping into a group of you guys who have a severe fear of losing people by admitting you're uncomfortable, or admitting the areas where you guys may not be a match, or admitting, like, you know, what doesn't work for you. I feel like you guys are, you know, that's something you struggle with. We have the High Priestess though. So Spirit is saying you got this. You got this. Yes, it may be a bit uncomfortable, but you got this. Eight of Wands in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. This is kind of like an energy of taking the time to process everything that is happening, processing even your own emotions. This could happen on an internal level. Perhaps you're overwhelmed by memories and dreams of someone you used to date, you know. Maybe there isn't someone in the 3D walking in your life. Again, you'll see how it manifests for you. This is the time to process that so you can open yourself up to other energies. We have the High Priestess, so a lot of processing happening this week, whether that's through someone in the physical or whether that's through self. A lot of processing. Building a solid foundation with the Seven of Pentacles that just came out. And the Nine of Cups, beautiful. strengthening your sense of self, regaining your sense of control. A lot of people feel like they have control if they don't allow certain things in their mind, but that doesn't, you know, give you control. That gives you a false sense of reality. You know, that problem is still there. When you process it and you accept all, that's when you gain real control. So we have the Princess of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. I feel Spirit really slowing you down this week, and it's helping you to process so that you can move on into a better future. Chariot in reverse at the bottom of the deck, definitely an energy of a standstill until we, you know, kind of really get to the root here. And that's what's happening, and it's not a scary thing. It's very healthy, very good for you. We have sacred space. It will help you to cleanse your home, to cleanse your body, to do some meditation this week, whatever you're feeling called to. You may also have a super active sacral. The sacral energy card wanted to come out, so you may always feel like, you know, you need to be pleasured or to pleasure yourself, but you're relieving your energy. I would challenge you not to allow anyone to touch you in a sexual way or yourself this entire week if you can. So that you can really power up that sacral, so that you can use it to slay these dragons and these internal, you know, lower vibrational frequencies. We got sacred space in the death card. So sacred space, like I said before, is definitely about cleansing your energy. So you have the space, a safe space or a cleansed space to do this. And then the death card, there's a huge ego death happening this week. And your ego is what's been keeping you held back. So this is going to positively impact you for sure moving forward. And yeah, that's what I have for you. You can hit me up on Etsy in the description if you want a private tarot reading. That was your pal, you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group number 3 with the clear stone. Let's get right into it. What is going on in love for you guys this week? So first we have true love and sailing. So I feel like you guys are in a space of absolute bliss this week. You guys are feeling really good internally, feeling really good externally. So I feel like you found some sort of balance with the sailing card. It's like there's nothing heavy on your mind. It's just a really good week in terms of love for you guys. Anything that has needed to be processed looks like you've either processed it or it's just not something that's bothering you. And also true love, it says this is a once in a lifetime. So we'll see what that is talking about. Yeah, it's just kind of like a good week overall for you guys. I feel like you'll be meeting someone special. Wow. Honestly, you guys are having a good week. I don't feel like you're allowing anyone to ruin this for you. So we have show love in just the way you are. So that's definitely an energy of someone in your life this week that is showing you love. They like you just the way you are. They're admiring you. They're having a good time with you. They're not also pumping the brakes on the connection. Like, it's giving me an energy of someone who's not feeling like, oh, we gotta slow down, you know. It's just someone who's just having a good time with you. We have the gift and fun times with friends and commitment. So you may meet this person while you're out with your friends if you have plans to do that, or if you feel called to go out with friends that you know are going out. Sometimes this week that may be how you meet them, but even though this connection is definitely romantic, it feels like it's something that's on a friendship level right now, or that may be just the way that you guys are developing things. But with commitment, it's like, yeah, they're making, you know, a commitment to you each day. It's like they're committing their time to you, their energy to you, and then eventually they'll offer you a commitment. Fun times with friends though, it's just a really good week. And then we have the gift. So I feel like you've asked Spirit for this kind of person, or this is like someone you've been manifesting. Now, I don't even want to give this too much attention, so I'm not going to, but we do have the Scorned card that came out for you, and then we have Backstabber at the bottom of the deck. So this kind of feels like someone that you've been dating, or someone who you've had in your life as a placeholder, feeling you paying attention to someone else, spending time with someone else. Backstabber is at the bottom of the deck, so that's an underlying energy. They're starting to feel betrayed by you, like, so you're just gonna leave me single out here in these streets? Like, at least we had each other before, but now you acting like you don't know me. This could be a friend too that's scorned and bitter that you're falling in love. Stay the hell away from that bitch. Stay away from that person. Do not give them none of your time. Like, protect your connection, okay? Let me see what else we got. We have I love you. Yeah, Spirit is definitely urging you or advising you to just enjoy this connection and allow it to play out. Protect this from outside sources. Honestly, don't even tell people, like, if you're, say you meet this person out with friends, but you'll probably know, like, because it'll be such a different frequency. I feel like you guys are sailing, flying high, you're feeling good. There's gonna be you're gonna be able to feel it energetically when someone is either not genuinely happy for you or going out of their way to be like a downer, like, oh, they didn't seem like, or I don't think they're good for you, whatever. You should be able to tell. But you know, like, even if you meet this person when you're out with friends and everybody knows you're gonna go on a date with this person, after the date, it was all right. I don't know, I don't get that big of a deal from them. It was just all right, and just kind of make it seem like boring and uneventful, and then, you know, keep it pushing. Or, you know, if you have a friend, or obviously don't tell your sneaky link or whoever you've been hanging out with in the meantime, if that's the case. But I would really protect this connection and kind of keep it under wraps for now. Receive with a love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So allow this person to treat you. Allow yourself to have a good time. Don't feel like you have to, you know, try not to be self-deprecating. That's something I caught myself doing the other day, and I was like, no, we will not go backwards. We're not, this is 2022. We're not the butt of a joke anymore. Like, what's funny? Ain't nothing funny, okay? I love you. These are powerful words, is what it says at the bottom of that card, and of course they are. But there's a feeling of love here for sure. Like, I love yous could be exchanged this week. So we have consider your foundation and be authentic. That's Spirit's little reminder to be authentic to who you are. Show them who you are, even if you know, seem a bit quirky and weird, whatever, or what people would consider as weird. This person's gonna be into it. They like you for a reason. They were attracted to you for a reason, so lean into that. Be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. So if you feel like saying something, you know, say it. Consider your foundation, but don't say it in a way where you're trying to get information out of them. Be direct. Don't say, you probably don't even like me that much. Ask them, like, so how do you feel about me? Like, be direct, like, because that's just, I feel like it's going to be counterintuitive in some way. Consider your foundation. Look to how committed you are to love. So notice those red flags when they pop up within yourself. You know, how are you treating this connection? How are you, you know, behaving? Pay attention to yourself during all of this. We got the Star in reverse that just came out, you guys, and it kind of turned, like, as it fell, it kind of swiveled. So I do feel like there's someone, or this could be this coming through unexpected with the World card. Someone either isn't, you know, doesn't have your best interest, or this came at a time where you weren't focused on love. You were finally ready to surrender to your singlehood and just do your thing, and then poof, here they are. So you'll see. Knight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. I feel like this person is relatively young, or they may be like a year or two younger than you. But King of Wands, they're passionate about personal growth and they're passionate about you. So Spirit is saying, like, that may be something that you're like, I don't know, but Spirit's already giving you the confirmation it's gonna be fine. This person isn't exactly where they want to be in life. They're not at the height of their career. They're not a baller. They're not, like, you know, living the life. They can't drop whatever they want to and just go travel and do whatever. But you know, this person, you're gonna be able to build quite the life with them. So Spirit's kind of giving you a confirmation. 8 of Pentacles in reverse and the 9 of Cups. Where you lack is where this person is at their greatest, and vice versa. So maybe they're still figuring themselves out in terms of career, but they're genuinely a loving and considerate person, which is why Spirit is saying be open with your emotions, because this person can process it. And you may be someone who maybe you make more money. You know, I feel like there's a little bit of a contrast here, or you're kind of looking looking at them like, ooh, I don't know, they're not exactly where I want them to be with me. But Spirit is saying like this person is gonna grow to that. So that's just kind of something that came in. Spirit is saying be open. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is a slow build. I feel like you guys are falling in love this week. And the thing about love is something that can be felt, but love is like in a terms of a relationship is and marriage is something that is shown over time. So I feel like there's like a deeper level of love you're accessing in this connection with this person or experiencing here. Let's see what else comes out. And then we have the creativity card that just came out. So Spirit is saying, you know, allow things to grow. Allow, you know, be creative with your thoughts even. As far as like, okay, maybe they're not where you want to be, where they want to be, but you know, we didn't know Jeff Bezos until we knew Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean? But Jeff Bezos was always Jeff Bezos. You get what I'm saying? So just because you don't perceive someone some kind of way or someone doesn't have public recognition for being that guy, doesn't mean they're not still that guy. Doesn't mean they're not going to be that guy. You know what I mean? So be open. Oh, we got transformation that came out. I just looked at it. So I feel like you guys have got a really, really good prospect this week that you're engaging with. It's looking like a pretty good week for love, and Spirit is telling you to be open and to allow things to develop. Don't make up your mind whether or not, you know, this person is for you. Just kind of allow yourself to receive and experience them, you know, and to really feel what they have to offer. The best things, I'm telling you, can only be felt. You know, the best experiences, like, you know, it's like when someone tells you a story, like you can cackle, but imagine being there and actually seeing that go down. Like it's a whole level of like, you know, it's a whole other level when you feel it, when you experience it. So Spirit is definitely saying allow yourself to experience. So yeah, that's what I have for you. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. That was your spread this week. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group 4 with the redstone. Let's get right into it. What's going on in love for you guys this week? So the first cards we have under your stone, we have confidence and we have love is all around you. So you guys are starting off this week in a really good energy. You're feeling confident, very secure in yourself. I feel like you guys have done some sort of recent, you may have meditated for the first time in a long time. You may have just cleansed your house. Whatever you did before watching this reading, like, was very useful. So look over the last few days and see like what changes you may have made. It can be as simple as choosing to eat cleaner than you usually do because you don't have all that low vibrational energy weighing down your aura. You guys are feeling very confident, and this is the gag, okay? We have just not that into you. So there is someone that hasn't been giving you enough and you're not internalizing it. You're just like, they're not that into me, it's whatever. I'm not gonna fight for anything. You're confident in yourself. Like, you may see someone and they just, you know, try to play you and you're like, rule number, no, I'm just playing, to be a boss. Never let a clown try to play you. If he do, then rule number 2. Okay, sorry. But this is like an energy of you guys being like, you know what, if they're not into me, if they're not, you know, feeling it, like, I'm gonna let it go. I'm not gonna internalize it. Like, you're just like, it's whatever. Like, someone may have tried to play you or push your boundaries or get a certain response out of you, and you're not giving that. You're feeling confident, you're feeling good. Very emotionally strong this week. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth is what it says at the bottom of that card. Ooh, so we got confessions. Listen, you snooze, you lose. So there may be someone else coming in today, well, not today, but you know, during this time, and saying, hey, I like you. So let's see what else we got. Oh my God, we got secret admirer, you guys. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And we got plenty of fish in the sea. Secret admirer, plenty of fish in the sea. Someone, like, that's crazy. That's just crazy because you never know. Like, you really never know. And then something like this happens. As soon as you're like, listen, I'm not gonna deal with this. You can act a mess, you know, with yourself, but I'm not entertaining this. plenty of fish in the sea, a secret admirer, someone who you didn't even like, someone you weren't thinking about, someone you didn't expect coming through. That is so amazing. And then we have conceited, so I'll have to see what this is about. This could be like your energy. I'm a big fan of overshooting though. Overshooting is how you manifest things. Like if you say I want to have, you're in a space of wanting, therefore not having. If you say I already have, that gets you closer to having. And if you say like, sorry, if you say I have, then you're in a space of like getting closer to it. If you say I already have or I had, like think about the way you formulate your affirmations or your beliefs. If you overshoot it and you're conceited and you're like, don't nobody deserve me, you're gonna attract the best of the best. At the bare minimum, you're gonna attract people who are better because you believe that no one is deserving, so only the best of the best can even match your frequency to get close to you. You gotta think. So let's see what else comes up for you guys this week. We have appreciate this moment, and then we have express love through gifts. So I feel like you may be putting someone on this week, or I see you engaging in conversation, and I feel like in the past you don't like to tell people all that you know. Maybe you're really spiritual and you're really detail oriented and you know like how to heal something, how to do something, but you learned not to tell people all of that because you know, if things don't work out with them, it kind of feels like you gave them something they didn't deserve. Spirit is kind of telling you to engage in that conversation this week, whereas typically you wouldn't because you learned not to. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. So this is like an energy of someone adding into your life, and Spirit is saying, go ahead and add that back. And I feel like Spirit is saying that because you're overshooting, and Spirit doesn't want you to like overshoot so far to where you self-sabotage and you literally move like no one deserves you and you kind of block people, you know. Spirit is saying still engage. And appreciate this moment says every situation is an opportunity to grow and to find love. So you'd be surprised. Oh my God, I'm like, what's happening? You'd be surprised where you find love, when you find love, but I feel a pleasant surprise coming through for you guys this week because of you releasing the situation that's been kind of just pulling down your energy, you know? And you really do have to look at it that way. We have get to know each other. So that's about giving and receiving, of course. Learn to meet another's need for love. So I keep hearing intellectually stimulated specifically. I don't feel like, you'll know, but I don't feel like Spirit is telling you to, I don't feel like Spirit is telling you to like get someone a gift unless you feel specifically called to, you know, like, so do that. I feel like you'll know if you're supposed to or you need to, or Spirit's calling you to do that. But I keep hearing like intellectual, like giving someone a gift of knowledge. Learn to meet another's need for love is what it says at the bottom of that. I think I already read that, but I do feel like you're, you know, getting to know someone this week and releasing a connection that wasn't giving you anything. So let's see what else comes through with the tarot. Going on for group 4 this week, Spirit? Yeah, it's like 4 of Cups, you know. I don't want to use this saying because we're talking about people, but you know how they say like one man's trash is another man's treasure. It's just like 4 of Cups, you know, channeling your energy where it's appreciated, channeling your energy, giving to situations that also give back to you, holding back your energy and realizing that you're really like a pot of gold, you know. Don't go giving your treasures to someone who isn't deserving, you know. Four of Cups is kind of like an energy of waiting and acceptance. And all of that brings you exactly to something pretty good. Let's see, we got the 2 of Cups and the Fool. That's a new beginning in love, you know, really connecting with someone on an emotional level, on an intelligent level. This person may be very emotionally intelligent, so it's like when you tell them things, they process them. I feel like there was someone you also felt the need to have to always over-explain yourself to in the past, and that person is being exited. And And it's not that they're a good or a bad person. We don't got to look at them as good or bad, just not for you, you know? It's as simple as that. We got the King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying, work with me, you're going to be on the winning team, because this is definitely someone that you called towards you by tapping into higher frequencies, tapping into, you know, the frequency of spirit. You know, we got the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Four of Swords is all about reflection. I feel like you really had to look at yourself and see yourself for who you truly are. So you may have been on a self-love journey in the last, you know, few months or the last few weeks, and you've realized, like, it feels very like an inner knowing. It almost feels cheap for me to put words to the things that you've been through and the things that you've learned, because then that makes you focus in another area. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like for you guys, accepting just your inner truth has been the most transformative thing for you, and not attaching words but just honoring the feeling has been very important. Because I don't want to say, oh, you've been on a self-love journey, and then have you think that that means that you've been doing face masks and positive affirmations, even though that can be a part of it. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. So we have Seven of Swords, the Prince of Swords in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. Chat. It don't matter how much people who are not in alignment want you. I don't see you folding for that. I feel like it's still a part of it. So I honestly, with this, I would say people are still going to be bothering you that aren't in alignment, but I feel like you guys have the confidence. This is true baddie energy. It really is. You're in true baddie energy, because it's just like you just know how to move. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm not messing with you because you don't make a certain amount of money, or I'm not messing with you because of this and this and this reason. It's just like, you know, in your spirit, and you just act naturally, and you end up not messing with them. But it's not powered by thoughts, it's powered by intuition and feeling. So it's easy. I love this. We got duality that just came out. So I feel like you guys have really grown in the last however long. We have retreat. Spirit is saying, just stay out of the mix, you know. Stay out of the mix so people can't try to convince you through words, because that's the thing, you know. There's so, like, words can really complicate things, because when you apply logic to places where logic isn't the best processor, it can make you feel like you can't move forward until you can logically tell yourself why you should, you know. And a lot of things, half of this entire experience, half of this entire existence is intuitive. It's the right brain. It's not logical. It's not left brain. So, you know, I feel like you guys are coming to the acceptance that, listen, I just got to honor how I feel, and maybe I can't articulate it, but I'm still going to do me, because that's what's best for me. And you just know that in your spirit, and that's just, listen. And that's why Spirit is saying retreat. Don't even try to have conversations at this time with people. Have them later, you know, because you're in a space where something new is cultivating, and you don't want to end up moving off of what someone else says or something that logically makes sense. You really want to follow, like, your heart. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. That was your reading this week. That's what's going on. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading, but that was your spread. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.